Hello, you're listening to Hugo Talks. So, did you notice as soon as the figurehead of the establishment was drawn down into her crypt with her broken magic wand, did you notice that 24 hours later, the fake stream media started back on the yellow brick road of energy crisis, Putin, nuclear war, Armageddon, Zelensky at the UN slurring his words? Of course, Putin and Zelensky didn't say anything much for the last 10 days. I would imagine it must be out of respect for Her Majesty. Yes. Notice how all of the usual guff we are seeing now was all put to one side for nearly 2 weeks. Again, this highlights and shows that these stories are scheduled. Okay? Real events that occur don't fit neatly into a time slot. Real events don't wait until their allotted time slot in the program comes around. Real events happen whenever they're gonna happen. They are unpredictable. Not predictable like what you're seeing now. But anyway, this story, this article, whatever it's called, this announcement, it wins the prize. It's a full house of desperate insanity and transparent wickedness. Someone on Telegram asked me to cover this. You see, I do read the comments, and it's a sign of how desperate these people, well, it's a sign of how mad they've gone. Animal rights group PETA have demanded men who eat meat should be banned from having nookie, it says here. No nookie for men who eat meat. Okay, yeah. What are these people smoking? I mean, this is an actual announcement from a charity that gets 68 million donated to them per year and are funded by the usual suspects. More on that later. It says here, men who eat meat should be banned from having sex, the animal rights group PETA has demanded, claiming that devouring sausages and schnitzel is a symptom of toxic masculinity, which is killing the planet. Yeah, okie dokie, whatever you say, you loons. So not only are sausages killing the planet, but it's also the men eating the sausages. It's the sausages that you eat that makes your masculinity toxic. Man plus sausage eaten equals toxic man. Yes? Is that what you're trying to say? Man who eats schnitzel equals bad, nasty man who is toxic. And this combo of sausage and bad, nasty man, it's killing the environment, they're saying. You understand? Don't ask any questions. Just believe what they are telling you, no matter how crazy it sounds. And there's more from these loons. It says here, PETA demands a sex ban for all meat-eating men and called on women to go on sex strike to save the world. These people are Fruit Loops. PETA, People for the Ethical Treatment of Animals, are a non-profit organisation with 9 million members worldwide, who, if they ever had any credibility, now have absolute ground zero credibility. These weirdos are going public and they're actually asking women to go on nookie strike to withdraw their sexual attention to get their partners, their husbands, to go vegetarian and stop eating those wicked, evil sausages of Satan, Baphomet bangers, that once are devoured by men are turning them into nasty, bad, toxic men. Are PETA a real charity, or are they just a troll organisation? I think these control freaks are starting to lose their minds. This propaganda is a joke. I sometimes look at this stuff on the internet, especially recently, and I wonder to myself, is this World Wide Web, this internet, this trap, is it making people go mad? Is it making people go crazy? And I think it is. I think these control freaks, the ones making these stories, are maybe more subject to going insane than the people that they aim it at. This is some desperate nonsense. They are losing their minds. They claim that men devouring sausages is a symptom of toxic masculinity. Toxic masculinity. That's just some made up crap to create division, between genders. This story, and many other similar articles are yet more attempts at poisoning the well of society. They're trying to divide everyone. Divide male against female. Divide black against white. Divide rich against poor, and so on. You know the score. Nearly everything you see in the media is coming from an angle to get you all fighting one another, because it's divide and conquer. It's order out of chaos. Always trying to antagonize one part of society so they go against the other. Don't fall for this. They are very good at trying to make you angry and hate other people. The reason is obvious. They need every section of society against each other, because together people are powerful, because naturally people are good, kind. They want to be happy. They want to make other people happy. They want to live in harmony with one another. But these people don't want that. They want to create disharmony so they can control you and enslave you through divide and conquer. Look, as soon as you see the word toxic masculinity mentioned, you know you are dealing with agent provocateurs. I mean, what about women who eat meat? It's absolutely ridiculous. It's pathetic. It's absurd. It may even be a parody for all I know. I don't think it is, but it could be. I mean, this is the fake stream media. It's so fake. It's so all over the place. Their attempts at influencing the public are becoming more farcical by the day. They even mention here something about babies not being born and how that's good for the environment. So, looking into who funds Peter, where do all these contributions come from? And it's no surprise to find a link to Soros here, with money donated to Peter indirectly from the Tides Foundation, which receive huge funding from Open Society. So it's another organisation part and parcel with the system, and yet again it's all about dividing, antagonising and provoking. And with just this one announcement, we have the agenda to do away with meat, the CC agenda, the toxic masculinity, let's create conflict between men and women. We've got absurd nonsense about a sex strike, and the result of that being not having babies, and that being good for the environment. It's a full house. It's a bingo. Full house of desperate, absurd, crapola, a pitiful, desperate attempt at provoking the public. Utterly absurd. And by the looks of it, most people look at this and are laughing at it. And this charity now sound like raving lunatics. So, yeah, I think at the moment the internet could well be now starting to drive people crazy. And those people who are involved in dreaming this rubbish up to divide people for whatever agenda they may have, they might be the first to go nuts, judging by this. They're losing their grip on reality. The only strike that I would be thinking of going on would be from the internet itself. Okay? Everything at the moment, in my opinion, is getting insanely nonsensical. I've actually been limiting my time on the internet. Probably why you haven't seen so many videos from me lately. I mean, I use it enough, but I do confine it to one room. This room where I have my laptop, and I go in here and I look at the emails, look at what's going on, make a video, upload it, check the website, check over some comments, whatever. That's enough. That's enough for me. But for other people, they are nearly never off it. I mean, constantly checking updates with their smartphones every hour. They take it with them everywhere. You know, these people maybe haven't realised that the fake stream media is just one big pantomime. They maybe they're taking it seriously. People who are constantly checking their smartphones, getting updates about on their social media. You know, to a certain extent, we've all become internet junkies, yeah, over the years, getting a constant fix every day. In some cases, every hour. In some cases, every 10 minutes. You know, and I'm including myself in that. Some people are worse than others, though. And I'm curious, here's a question. How long have you stopped using the internet recently? Have you gone more than 24 hours without checking a phone or a laptop or your emails? Could you switch off the internet for a week and not use it at all? Could you handle that? Would you end up getting withdrawal symptoms? Have you cut the internet off for a set time? How did you feel? Did you feel better for it? Let me know in the comments. And as always, thanks for listening. Come and subscribe to hugotalks.com, the website. Subscribe and get notifications of all video uploads from the source when they are uploaded on the site, and you don't have to rely on third-party platforms getting the word out to you. Okay, see you later.